These LinkedIn gurus preach engagement, tons of followers, and daily posting, but I made 1.5 mil by doing the exact opposite. Here's what they don't want you to know. They built their followings while LinkedIn was handing out organic reach on a silver platter, and that ship sailed in 2022. In 2025, you don't need a personal brand, you need a pipeline. It's not just about looking cool anymore. So in this video, I'm gonna break down the advice that I ignored, what I did instead, and how I turned that into a 7-figure business in 2 years. Now, the personal brand gurus won't tell you this, but brand only works when people already know who you are. When Apple or Nike post content or run ads, they work because people already know what they do. And people know what they do because they've been hammering it for years. But when you've been in business for 24 months, got 1,021 LinkedIn connections, and you post about your secret 6-step process, people scroll past. They don't know you well enough yet. Now, this calculation I'm about to tell you is going to destroy your faith in content. I've got 25,000 followers on LinkedIn, but my average post gets around 1,500 impressions. That's 6% reach. That means 94% of my followers on average don't even see my fucking content. Let's scale that down. Let's pretend you've got 1,000 followers. Maybe 500 of them see your post, absolute maximum. And half of those probably aren't even your target market. So you're creating content for an audience that doesn't see it, to build a brand that doesn't exist, to attract clients who don't even know that you exist. It's fucking insanity. And this is where the entitlement trap kicks in. Posting daily doesn't mean that people owe you their attention. Think about it. If all you've shared is 47 posts about your fucking morning routine, what reason have you actually given people to buy from you? Let me give you a real example. One of my clients, Leanne, spent 18 months posting every single day. She documented the journey, she shared some wins, the inspirational quotes. She did everything that the gurus tell you to do. But she was still only sitting at about £2,000 a month. Then she started working with us and we did things differently. She made 16 grand last month. Now, don't get me wrong, Leanne still posts, but the 3 changes that we made got her instant results. Firstly, positioning. We changed the offer completely. Secondly, was pricing. We increased the price dramatically. And lastly, pipeline. And we'll get to that shortly. But we're still talking about the same person with the same skills. We just changed a couple of things and she transformed her business. But you've been told to post content. You've been told to warm up the algorithm by commenting. You've been told to build your brand. But the fundamental flaw with the personal brand playbook is that it relies on one-to-many communication. You post your content and you just hope that magically people are going to come and engage with you. But real business doesn't happen in public comment sections. When someone's got a 5 grand problem, they don't just announce it under your fucking post. They have a private conversation with someone they trust. But the gurus tell you to post and then wait for the inbound DMs to come in. That's fucking backwards. Think about how you buy stuff. You don't comment publicly when you've got a problem. You either reach out to someone privately or someone reaches out to you at the right time with the right solution. So if posting content on its own doesn't bring the leads in, what does? Well, here's the system that changed everything for me. Instead of creating content for strangers and just hoping the right people saw it, I built what I call the priority pipeline. Step 1 is you just classify the leads by temperature. Hot, medium, and cool. We don't have to go cold. For the hot layer, we speak to current clients, past calls, and past leads. Anyone we've had conversations with or turned into clients in the past. Then we move to the medium layer. People that have viewed your profile. People that have sent you connection requests or followed you. People that have downloaded lead magnets or people on your email list. And finally, we move down to cool, because resistance is higher the colder people are. This is just people already in your network who may have liked a post or engaged with you at some point. But the problem is most people just do this backwards. They waste time chasing after cold people who have no idea who the fuck they are. Whereas if you start hot, you get results in hours, not months. Now, step number 2 in the priority pipeline process is your daily workflow. It's all well and good having the layers, but how do we bring this to life each day? Well, the good news is you can do it in about an hour. You spend the first 10 to 20 minutes focusing on the hot leads, then probably about 30 minutes with the people in the middle at medium temperature, and then finally, whatever time you've got left, you spend with the cool people. Now, step number 3 is to remember that all we're trying to do is take people to the next layer above. So if they're hot, we want to turn them into a client. If they're medium, we try and turn them hot. And if they're cool, we'll try and turn them medium. And there's no spam. There's no need to ever go cold unless you want to. With this priority pipeline, we only ever speak to people who have the problem that you can solve. These people are already in your existing network. So the obvious question now is, if you switch to this method of doing things, What kind of results can you expect? Now, I'm not talking here about impressions or likes or comments. I'm talking about winning clients, growing your business, and making profit. When Leanne changed to the priority pipeline, she went from 2K a month to 16K a month. Beth started working with us at under 2K a month, and before she left, she made 25 grand in that last month. Connor and Sam were burning themselves out in their YouTube agency. We fixed their pipeline, they raised their prices, they work fewer hours, and they still make 5 figures a month, all without losing their sanity as well. Maravana didn't even believe that she could reach 6 figures. But less than 1 year later, she joined the 7% of women in the UK who are 6-figure business owners. Helen came in stressed out and burnt out. She did 30 grand in 10 days once we implemented this method. And these aren't lucky breaks. These are just examples of people who are running the priority pipeline process correctly. So now the question really becomes, do you want vanity metrics or do you want income? But before you answer that, let me tell you something. If you do this work, if you go through the priority pipeline process that I've just outlined in this video, you're going to build your personal brand by default. It's a fucking byproduct. But trust me, you're not going to build a personal brand sharing selfies and talking about your fucking morning routine. A true personal brand is built on proof and results. Then you can sprinkle some personality in between. Your market needs to know you as the person that gets shit done. That's a true personal brand. Now, the priority pipeline is one of several systems that we give to clients inside our C2C program. So if you want to see the whole roadmap, and I don't gatekeep anything, then you can click here and watch this video. We've taken over 300 clients through this process, and you're going to enjoy it if you want to get to that next level of income, of revenue, and of profit. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in this video next.